Today's video is very important for anyone planning to apply for a US visa, waiting for a green card, or already living in the United States. In recent weeks, several developments have taken place across visa processing, family-based immigration, employment visas, and long-term immigration policies. Some updates bring relief, while others demand caution and careful planning. First, let's talk about overall visa processing trends. USCIS and U.S. consulates have continued efforts to reduce backlogs, especially for family-based petitions and employment-based visas. While processing times are still longer than pre-pandemic levels in many categories, certain cases, such as immediate relatives of U.S. citizens, are seeing slightly faster movement. However, applicants should not expect instant approvals. Delays due to security checks, document verification, and country-specific quotas are still common. One major area of focus right now is family-based immigration. Petitions like I-130 for spouses, parents, and children remain a priority on paper, but real-world timelines vary greatly. Families should ensure their applications are complete, accurate, and supported with strong evidence. Any missing document or mistake can result in requests for evidence, which can delay cases by several months. Employment-based visas are also undergoing noticeable changes. Demand for skilled workers remains high in sectors such as healthcare, technology, construction, and transportation. At the same time, stricter scrutiny is being applied to employer petitions to prevent fraud and misuse of work visa programs. Applicants are advised to work only with legitimate employers and authorized legal representatives. Green card holders should pay close attention to travel and residency requirements. Maintaining permanent resident status requires physical presence in the United States and clear intent to live permanently in the country. Long absences without proper documentation can raise red flags during re-entry or future applications. It is becoming increasingly important for green card holders to keep records of travel, employment, and tax filings. Another important update concerns students and temporary visa holders. F-1 students, H-1B workers, and other non-immigrant visa holders are facing tighter compliance checks. Any violation of visa conditions, such as unauthorized work or failure to maintain status, can lead to serious consequences, including denial of future visas. Staying informed and compliant is more important now than ever. As for future immigration policy, the long-term reality suggests a more structured but stricter system. While the U.S. continues to rely on immigrants for economic growth and innovation, enforcement and documentation requirements are becoming more detailed. This means applicants must be proactive, organized, and realistic about timelines. In conclusion, the latest visa and immigration updates show a mixed picture. There are opportunities, but also challenges. Whether you are applying for a visa, waiting for a green card, or already living in the U.S., staying informed is the key to avoiding problems and making the right decisions. If you find this update helpful, stay connected for more verified immigration news, practical guidance, and future updates. Immigration rules change quickly, and being informed can make all the difference. In this part of the video, we continue our discussion on the latest visa and immigration developments and focus more deeply on how these changes affect real people, real families, and real future plans. Many applicants feel confused because online information is often mixed, exaggerated, or outdated. That is why understanding the current reality is extremely important. One of the biggest concerns right now is uncertainty. Many visa applicants feel unsure about timelines, approval chances, and long-term stability. Family-based applicants often ask whether waiting times will improve or get worse. Employment-based applicants worry about layoffs, employer sponsorship issues, and changing rules. Students wonder if staying back after graduation will still be possible. These concerns are real, and they deserve honest discussion. For family immigration, patience remains the most important requirement. Spousal and parent petitions continue to move, but slowly. Countries with high demand still face long queues, and no shortcut exists to bypass legal waiting periods. Anyone promising guaranteed fast approval is not being truthful. The safest approach is accuracy, consistency, and complete documentation from day one. Marriage-based cases are also under closer review. Authorities are carefully checking relationship evidence, interview answers, and shared financial records. Genuine couples should not panic, but they must prepare properly. Clear documentation, honest answers, and consistent information make a huge difference in avoiding delays or denials. Employment-based immigration is facing a different kind of pressure. While U.S. companies still need skilled workers, visa programs are being monitored more strictly. H-1B approvals depend heavily on job relevance, wage levels, and company credibility. Applicants should understand that even a strong resume does not guarantee visa approval without proper employer compliance. Green card holders must also think beyond just holding a card. Permanent residency comes with responsibilities. Spending too much time outside the U.S., failing to file taxes correctly, or showing weak ties to the country can cause serious problems. Immigration officers now rely heavily on data systems, and inconsistencies are easily detected. Travel has become another sensitive issue. Even valid visa holders are advised to carry proper documentation and be prepared for questioning at ports of entry. This does not mean everyone will be stopped, but awareness and preparation reduce stress and risk. Temporary visa holders, including students and exchange visitors, should strictly follow visa rules. Unauthorized work, gaps in enrollment, or false information can permanently damage immigration history. Future applications often depend on past compliance, so mistakes today can affect opportunities years later. Overall, the immigration system is moving toward tighter control rather than openness. This does not mean doors are closing completely, but it does mean applicants must be smarter, more organized, and more realistic. Immigration is no longer just about desire, it is about preparation and long-term planning. As we move forward, it becomes clear that the best strategy is staying informed through reliable sources, avoiding rumors, and making decisions based on facts rather than fear. Immigration is a journey, not a shortcut. In this final part, we focus on the long-term immigration outlook and what applicants should realistically expect in the coming years. Immigration policies do not change overnight, but their impact is felt gradually. Those who plan early always have an advantage over those who react late. The future of U.S. immigration appears more structured and controlled. Technology, data sharing, and automated checks are playing a bigger role than ever before. Applications are analyzed not just by officers, but also by systems that detect patterns and inconsistencies. This means honesty and consistency are no longer optional, they are essential. For families planning to immigrate, long-term preparation is key. Financial stability, strong documentation, and understanding category limits can reduce stress during the waiting period. Emotional readiness is also important, as long waits can test patience and relationships. Workers planning to move to the U.S. should focus on skills that are in demand. Immigration systems favor contribution. Applicants who bring value, education, experience, and compliance are more likely to succeed. Career planning and immigration planning must go hand in hand. Students should treat education as a foundation, not just a visa pathway. Choosing accredited institutions, relevant programs, and lawful work options improves future chances. Immigration authorities are increasingly linking education history with employment legitimacy. Green card holders thinking about citizenship should understand that naturalization is not automatic. Language skills, moral character, tax compliance, and physical presence all matter. Preparing early avoids surprises during the citizenship process. It is also important to address fear-based content circulating online. Headlines often exaggerate situations to create panic. While changes do happen, most legal immigrants are not suddenly affected overnight. Staying calm, informed, and lawful is the strongest position anyone can take. In the end, immigration success depends on three things: knowledge, patience, and compliance. Shortcuts often lead to long-term problems. Those who respect the process, even when it feels slow, usually reach their goals safely. This concludes today's immigration update. Staying informed is not just helpful, it is necessary. Immigration rules evolve, but informed people adapt and move forward with confidence. This part of the video focuses on the practical side of U.S. immigration, what people should actually do right now instead of worrying about headlines. Many applicants spend months watching news, listening to rumors, and comparing their cases with others, but very few take the time to strengthen their own file. This is where the real difference is made. One of the most important realities of immigration today is that weak cases are no longer ignored. In the past, small mistakes sometimes passed unnoticed, but now even minor inconsistencies can cause delays or denials. That is why preparation is no longer optional. Every form, every date, every document must match across the entire immigration history of an applicant. People often ask whether hiring a lawyer is necessary. The truth is that not every case requires an attorney, but every case requires understanding. If you do not fully understand the process, deadlines, and risks, professional guidance can prevent serious mistakes. A denial today can affect applications for many years, sometimes permanently. Another critical issue is timing. Many applicants delay filing because they want the perfect moment. In reality, there is no perfect moment. Immigration categories fill up, policies shift, and delays increase over time. Filing correctly and on time is often better than waiting endlessly for ideal conditions. Family-based immigrants should pay special attention to financial sponsorship. Affidavit of support requirements are strictly enforced. Sponsors must show stable income, proper tax filing history, and willingness to support the immigrant. Weak financial evidence is one of the most common reasons for delays in requests for evidence. Employment-based applicants must understand that job stability matters as much as job offers. Immigration officers look at whether a company can realistically support a foreign worker long-term. Frequent job changes, layoffs, or company instability can raise concerns. Planning a stable career path is now directly linked to immigration success. Another overlooked factor is digital presence. Immigration authorities increasingly review online information when concerns arise. Contradictory public posts, false claims, or misleading information online can damage credibility. Applicants should ensure their public information aligns with their immigration filings. Travel planning has also become more sensitive. Even lawful visa holders should avoid unnecessary travel during pending applications unless clearly allowed. Missed notices, delayed re-entry, or unexpected questioning can complicate otherwise strong cases. Mental preparation is equally important. Immigration is emotionally exhausting. Long waits, uncertainty, and separation from family can cause stress and anxiety. Applicants who understand this reality cope better and make fewer emotional decisions that could harm their cases. For green card holders, long-term planning should include citizenship goals. Maintaining physical presence, filing taxes correctly, and avoiding legal trouble are essential. Citizenship provides stability that permanent residency alone cannot always guarantee. The most important takeaway from today's immigration reality is this: rules may change, but preparation always wins. Those who stay informed through reliable sources, follow the law strictly, and plan long-term are far more likely to succeed than those who chase shortcuts. Immigration is not just about entering the United States, it is about building a future there. That future depends on discipline, honesty, and patience. People who respect the process, even when it feels slow or unfair, usually reach their destination safely. This brings us to the end of Part 4. In the next updates, we will continue covering changes as they happen and explain what they truly mean without fear, exaggeration, or confusion.